solution onto the adhesive side. And you can just even it out, making sure that you get enough solution around all of the surfaces of the bodyguard. And then you place it onto the front of your iPhone. The application solution allows you to move the bodyguard freely without it sticking in the first place you put it. So if you find that you didn't get it in the exact place, you just lift up and reposition it. As the application solution dries, you'll find that it becomes more tacky and it'll start sticking to your device. So you'll have about 10 minutes where you can reposition it and position it as many times until you find the perfect position for it. So line it up with the circle and also the speaker, and make sure that it is perfectly centered. So once you have it on, use your cleaning cloth to wipe away some of the excess solution, and then you're going to use your screen guard squeegee to squeegee out any bubbles or any of the excess solution from underneath the bodyguard. So just push the bubbles toward the edges. And if you find you can't get all the bubbles out, that's alright. Within 48 hours, all the bubbles will work themselves out and you'll find that it's crystal clear. So use your cleaning cloth again to wipe off the excess solution. And that's the front piece. So now we are going to do the back piece. So again, make sure that it's free of any dust or contaminants. And then just as we did the front piece, spray some of the solution onto your hands. And then carefully, this one has a lot of edges, so be careful when you peel away this from its backing, making sure that you don't stretch any of the pieces. And then once you remove it from the backing, again, spray some of the solution onto the sticky side. And then go ahead and even it out. And then you want to apply it to the back of your iPhone. Now this piece may take a couple times for you to position and reposition. Just be patient and you'll be able to get it in the exact spot you want it. So once you get it centered, you're going to want to work on folding the edges around. If you find they're not staying, it's fine. It's just because there's a little bit too much solution. So all you have to do is let it dry a few minutes and the edges will go down pretty easily. So just start working around the bodyguards, around all the holes and different buttons that your iPhone has. And again, if you find that you don't have it in the exact position, then just pull it up and reposition it. And then start working on the sides, laying them flat down. And as you can see here, the edges aren't really going down so well. So just leave those alone for a few minutes until the material becomes more tacky as the solution dries. So for now, just move on to another side. Now, as you're working with these rounded edges, make sure you press firmly to make sure that the bodyguard stays in the exact position you want. So again, just position the bodyguards where you want them, making sure that they're around every hole and every jack that goes in and out of your iPod, so that as you put in the charger or the headphones, the bodyguards aren't in the way. They're designed to go around the holes, so make sure you get them in the correct position. So again, take your screen guard squeegee and work out any bubbles that may have occurred while you were applying the back piece, pushing them down to the edges. And you might find that the bodyguards aren't completely clear, and that's just because the application solution hasn't dried out yet. When you wait for 48 hours, you'll be able to see that you can't even tell that the bodyguards are on there. You may find that working out some of the bubbles with your hands is a little bit easier than with the squeegee. So now we're going to come back to those edges that didn't go down the first time we tried to put them down. This is after we've waited about 10 minutes. And just press firmly on the corner. Also make sure that you get it in the rounded position that it's supposed to be. And apply pressure, and the bodyguard should be able to stick. And if you find they still aren't sticking, it's alright, just wait a few more minutes for the application solution to dry, and it should stick very well. And as you can see here now, that the corners are going down easily. So now that you have both pieces on your iPhone, just make sure, again, go over all the edges, make sure that everything's exactly where you want it. And then leave your device alone for 48 hours so that the solution has enough time to completely dry. So this is the iPhone after 48 hours. And as you can see, you can't even tell that it's on there. Everything looks crystal clear. And you'll be able to use your iPhone without having to worry that you're going to get a scratch on it. So as you can see, really you can't tell it's even on there. You can see those corners. Everything went down very nicely. And until you come up really close, you can't even tell that it's on there. So now I'm just going to turn the iPhone on and show you how it looks with the screen on. And also that it does nothing to the sensitivity of the touchscreen. And that wraps up our installation video for the iPhone. We appreciate